Morning. Hey? Yeah, it's not too bad.
There we go.
I'm all muck. Right.
Oh, don't worry. How are things?
Oh, I'm all right now.
Good.
We,
Good news.
got back to where we wanted to be, like, and
Yeah.
I'm moving all right. I'm feeling all right.
Excellent. Well, I can see you moving better.
Yeah. Well, it was a decision we've taken that we're going to rest everything up, like, and get it right.
Yeah. And that's worked.
Yep.
That's great news. You're looking better in yourself too, if I may say so.
I'll start now. I can start moving about. I'll start losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
When you can't walk, you can't exercise, you can't do anything.
No, dead right there, actually. Dead right there. Good. No, well, that's excellent news. I'm pleased to see you looking a lot better. Right. Hopefully this bit of rain is helping a bit. And, where are we? There's obviously, I mean, there's a bit of tidying up being done, but there's still quite a bit to do, no doubt.
Well, have you let the land?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have. I mean, that was the one. Well, the two things we want to discuss. We've got the issue of the. We've got to agree a figure on the buildings. There's some sugar beet in the ground still.
Yeah.
Which is.
Who have you let the land to?
Well, we haven't let it yet. Is the answer. I mean, we've got people wanting it, desperate for it. But what I wanted to do was just to check with you where you were with things. There's the sugar beet, and I think there's still some daffs, isn't there?
Yep.
So we've got.
I'll put my health first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the other problem is that the person who was supposed to be helping me has turned out to be a complete fraudster.
Right. Okay.
But that depends which police station you go to. One says it's civil. One says he can't deal with it because it's not his area, but it's CID. And the other complication is he's now left the area and gone to Leighton Buzzard.
Right. Okay.
Which has not helped me one bit at all.
No. But other than on the land, let's just look at the land to start with. On the land, other than the sugar beet and the bulbs,
yeah, everything
else is off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone else could come in and deal with those fields. Because what I'm keen to do is make sure that we want people want on as soon as possible, really, on stuff. But
well, who's coming on? If you're saying people want on, who's coming on?
Well, we're going to let it on a farm business tenancy. The issue, the question is, are we going to let the whole thing, including all the yards and that sort of thing, which there's still obviously a lot of work to do here. There's the house. I don't know whether you're out of the house or not yet, or where things are with that. So there's the house, there's the 3 yards, and then there's the land. Now, the urgent thing I think is to get someone cultivating the land so that A, it looks right, and B, there's not a year lost, should we say. So I think and if there's going to be more time needed here, by agreement to clear up, or if you're at the stage where you want to just walk away from it and leave us to sort it out, well, that's one option. There's obviously a lot of tackle here that's got value, and I don't know. Are you thinking of farm sale, or wanting a farm sale, that sort of thing?
First thing, we've got the buildings to sort out.
Right, we have. and then there's a small matter of the rent as well.
And then there's the matter of compensation.
Right.
Because all this, in my opinion, has come about from you and that fence up on Holbeach Bank. What's the situation with the new lease for Holbeach Parish Council? Because they keep saying we're getting a new lease, so what, you're drawing a new lease up to move so the boundaries where the boundaries is now?
What I've agreed to do is provide them with a plan showing the boundary as it is now. Now, you're in effect a subtenant on the allotments down there, aren't you?
Yeah.
They're the tenants to the Crown, and then they sublet to you.
Yeah.
Now, if there's an area that they've been charging you rent on which you haven't had access to, because the boundary is different to what's shown on your plan to what is actually the position at the moment, then...
So you're drawing a new lease up with the boundary where it is at the moment then?
Well, I think that's the position that, yes, basically. Or at least what I'm doing is drawing a plan, having a plan drawn showing the position as it stands at the moment in terms of where the boundary is. Now, I think there is... I haven't seen the copy of your lease between you and the Parish Council, but I would presume that there's going to be a very slight difference between as it is now and as it is on the ground, which is what the new plan will show, and what's shown in your tenancy agreement potentially. So there's going to need to be a minor sort out over that, presumably, because you could argue that I don't know what the acreages are going to be.
That is not the compensation I'm talking about, because I believe everything that's happened against me, which has put me in the situation I'm in now, is a result of you giving permission for that fence.
How do you work that one out?
Because at the end of the day I said I was not going to sign a deed of release, and the easiest way is not to sign a deed of release is not to have me as a farmer. Which is everything does appear to have come from Mr Palmer's direction. So if we hadn't have got that problem, we wouldn't have been in that situation, would we, Richard?
Well, the reason we're in the situation we are, if you recall, is that there was a notice to pay over a rent that wasn't settled, and non-payment of rent is a
which was sent on recorded delivery and not banked. It was received and not banked.
Well, I don't know it was received. I mean, the rent this is.
It was received.
Well, yeah.
Because I rung Tim up and asked Tim and said to Tim, why wasn't it banked?
Oh, well,
and then subsequently it was banked.
I don't know that either. Well, I don't know that.
But anyway, who's coming on the land? Because obviously you know who's after it.
Well,
because you ain't got time now to go through a tendering process for the next...
Well, that's what we're going to do. I mean, even if they don't come on till the new year, it'll have to be a spring crop if that's the case. But I mean, I don't think we, until we were able to get past the due date and establish that you've, have given that the land is back in hand, are we in a position to re-let it? I mean, the three people who I think the answer is we're not going to go out to full tender, because I think we want to try and help people on the estate. So the intention will be to go out to restricted tender to current farm tenants on the estate. That's what we're aiming to do. The obvious candidates up here, I think who would spring to mind would be there's obviously Mr Bowd up the road, there's Mr Bagley across on the other side, who are sort of for the two that are farming on farming the small holdings, and maybe one or two others from slightly further away but still on the estates. So that would be those are the thoughts of who would be the most appropriate people for it. I think that you know, if the Crown wanted to maximise money, then they go to the open market, because I suspect some big boy would come along and claim a lot of money. But you know, we want to try and help those that are making a go of it off the small holdings. So you know, I mean, I don't think I'm relaying any conferences to say that Mr Bowd would be delighted to have a go at it, and I suspect Kevin would as well. But we haven't sorted out yet who gets it. I mean, you know, the thing to part has been it's been driven with sorting you out and making sure that, you know, that is works for you, sort of thing. Everything, you know, we've always said we want to be fair all the way down the line, you know, and I think, I mean, if you're unhappy about negotiating the ends thing and want to use an agent, then we're entirely happy about that. And you know, I mean, there's, as I say, a question about, do you want to have a farm sale, because there's a lot of obviously good tackle here, which is going to have some value to it, and so, you know, I mean, there's a lot to sort out, really, is what I'm saying.
Oh, there is a lot to sort out, but I'd like to know why that cheque wasn't banked. And have you got Mr Mail's letter?
Yeah, as far as I know.
You've not received a letter from him?
Not as far as I know. And Tim says he hasn't seen one either.
Okay, that's fair enough.
What does his letter say? I mean, have you seen the letter? A copy of it?
He has reported to the council that he's sent a letter to the Crown.
Saying what?
Basically, I'm a bad tenant.
Well, I haven't seen that. We haven't seen that.
What do you got my telephone number on D.A. Baird's folder for?
Very lucky. No. It's your folder. Mr Bowd's address is on it.
You've already transferred it to him, mate, before you got here, ain't you?
I haven't. Not at all. Not at all. No, I mean, you know, he's definitely keen to have it. I mean,
oh, he's more than keen to have it,